overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen, the boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good...
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo. Take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a quarter meal, hella follow. Take off the far flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the doje, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they copy up us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my secret, say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burials, cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they copy up us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and proofs. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my...
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17, and a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trayvon Walker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by Andre Cisco. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-0 the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their turn.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Andre Cisco there on the stop. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Chiefs at 7-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for KC. 56 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Rolling to his right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Kelsey out in the slot right. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning to points for the other side.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
We're scoreless after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go again with ETN. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all his receivers downfield.
7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. But he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Booker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's exactly what you're looking for in the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage as he did on that last play. Use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He's going to find Edwards open downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Draw play, Etienne. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A give, running right, Etienne. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Etienne once more. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. But he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Second and 5 now. Mahomes And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 40. Etienne up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings up third down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On play action, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a right-up incomplete. Near an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And this will be caught by Edwards. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A give to Etienne running right. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter, Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stack him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be getting to the 3rd and 7 as that officially a loss of 1.
distance.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Finding room in midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. He's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with first and 10. Look at the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Just when the offense seemed to be figuring things out, they had a little bit of a setback there. They're getting a drive going. They can't let that stop them, especially since they've been shut out this far in.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 15. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a first and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing sub-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Jamal Agnew, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
Exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Butker now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call. It ended up maybe closing them out.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs sure look like they're going to be moving to 8-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Straight ahead, Etienne. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's a throw again as Lawrence flushed out right. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight and do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Making that play behind the line was Dwayne Smoot.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
But Brad, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Chiefs, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.